Ceasefire in the Israel-Hamas conflict seems bleak in the days to come as no party is ready to budge on its conditions. Now, Qatar's Prime Minister has cautioned that attack on the Gazan city of Rafah would lead to a continuous cycle of violence. And amid retaliation threats from Iran, IDF has cancelled home leave for all its combat troops. Meanwhile, world leaders are pressing for very swift Israeli investigation into the attack on World Central Kitchen convoy. Here's a detailed report.
Talks on a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas appear to be making little progress, with the two sides showing few signs that they are ready to compromise on their demands. Neither Israel is ready to return displaced residents to their homes in Gaza, nor Hamas is willing to budge on its conditions to release Israeli captives held in the besieged territory. On the other hand, Qatar's Prime Minister Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdul Rahman Al Thani said on Wednesday that any invasion on the Gazan city of Rafah would lead to continuous cycle of violence. Meanwhile, world leaders continue to condemn Monday's attack on World Central Kitchen convoy, in which 7 aid workers were killed. Israel said that the strike was a grave mistake and apologized for the incident. But World Central Kitchen founder Jose Andres is not ready to buy the argument.
This happened over more than 1.5, 1.8 kilometers. So this was not just a bad luck situation where, we dropped the bomb in the wrong place or no, this was over 1.5, 1.8 kilometers with a very defined humanitarian convoy that had signs in the top, in the roof, a very colorful logo that we are obviously very proud of, but that's very clear who we are and what we do.
White House spokesperson Karine Jean-Pierre said on Wednesday that President Biden was outraged and heartbroken at the death of 7 aid workers in Gaza. The State Department said that the United States want to see a swift Israeli investigation into the attack.
The Israelis have said to us, and they've said publicly, that they intend to conduct this investigation swiftly. We want to see it wrapped up as soon as possible and see them put in place any measures to prevent this from happening again in the future. And that's go to the second point that we think we need to see. Not just, they don't have to wait for the outcome of this investigation to do it. They need to put in place better deconfliction and better coordination measures to protect humanitarian workers and to protect all the civilians on the ground.
Australia's Prime Minister Anthony Albanese said on Thursday that Israel's explanation for the deaths of 7 aid workers, including an Australian citizen, is not sufficient.
We need to have accountability for how it's occurred. And what isn't good enough is the statements that have been made, including that this is just a product of war. This is against humanitarian law.
Meanwhile, amid retaliation threats from Iran, IDF on Thursday cancelled home leave for all combat troops following a fresh assessment. Bureau Report, DD India.